The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Cedar Grove Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be advertised by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on bulletin boards in the district, published and/or transmitted to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger newspapers, tap into online news, filed with the township clerk, and posted on the district website. Could I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Grandi.
Here.
Mr. Marzullo.
Here.
Mr. Pollack.
Here.
Mrs. Keegan.
Here.
Ms. Dora.
Here. Good evening, everybody. So nice to have such a nice crowd of students, parents, family, friends, coaches, administrators. Welcome. Okay, so we do have a busy night tonight. We have a ton of presentations, so I'm excited to get to that. Before we do get to that, I am just going to open public comment for agenda items only. And I don't have anyone that signed up for agenda items only, so can I have a motion to close that portion of the section?
So moved.
Okay. So we are going to move on to, let's go right into the presentations. Let's get them started, and then we will circle back. All right, so we have a couple trip presentations, so we'll start with the high school football team overnight trip. Sure, we could absolutely do it in any order you'd like. How about we change the order and do the sports teams first? Wherever you want. It's your show. Absolutely.
Good evening. Just here to present our spring sports athletic team championships. It's always a special night for me to kind of do this, and I'm getting yelled at already. And to honor, I feel like I just did this for the winter, and now I'm back for the spring season here. It's definitely a large group.
How old
And I just want to congratulate all of our spring athletic teams, coaches, athletes on just a wonderful, smooth, successful spring athletic season. We do have three teams that kind of went a little bit above and beyond the rest of winning some championship teams this spring. So I'm going to start with our girls track and field team. And it's kind of a little bit of a dynasty here with this program. Their numbers are up. They're, for the third year in a row, they're the Super Essex Conference Independence Division champions. They had a dual meet record of 6-0. They capped off by those dual meets by winning the SEC championship meet at York School Stadium. And like I said, it's kind of a team to beat right now because for the third year in a row, all right, that they are the 2024 SEC Independence Division champions. So I want to congratulate them. And I know a few of them are up here, so we're going to call you up and line up here up front. Amanda Eustace. Sienna Giordano. Alexa Wolf. Sophia Bobrowski. Sienna Burney. Jasmine Judimith. And our coaching staff, head coaches, Colleen Merklinger, Vincent Leproto, and then our assistants, Coach Greelange, Coach Rubino, and Coach Attil, come on up. Next up is our baseball team, Super Essex Conference Colonial Division champions. All right, first time since 2014 that our baseball team has won a conference championship. So just a huge accomplishment. Season record of 19-7. They were 10-0-1 in the SEC Colonial Division. Coach Cardasco and his staff are doing a fantastic job, really lifting up the program. They've back-to-back years had great records. Lost last year in the sectional final in a very close game. Lost this year in the sectional semifinal, 4-3. They're very, very close, and it just shows how far this program has come. You know, from 2014 to now, you know, winning first conference championship since then. So guys, just an incredible job. Super Essex Conference Colonial Division champions. Xavier Andujar. Marcus Cleron. Leo Marzullo. Jake Skarica. Nick Testa. John Slovakis. Matthew Kulan. Matthew Norman. Nick Russo. Ronnie Sheridan. Matt Corial. Mike Cristione. Lucas Stroge. Nick Droge. Anthony Johnson. Evan Perry. And head coach Vin Cordasco. Last but not least is our softball team. Talk about a little bit of a dynasty. NJSIAA Group 1 state champions for the back-to-back second year in a row. Just awesome, awesome. Amazing job, girls. Overall record of 23-8, all right? I know the expectations are so high. They play the best schedule in the state. Ran through a little bit, they thought a little bit of a rough patch, right? Lost a few games in a row. I kind of stepped in, I talked to them a little bit because I felt like they were walking around the school. What was it saying? That someone stole their puppy, all right? And I think that made them better. I think they kind of hit adversity. Coach Velarde and her staff just gets them, keeps their mindset straight and kind of keeps them going. They are fun to watch. On the way to winning the NJSI North 1 Group 1 Sectional Championship, they beat Bergen Charter, New Milford, Hawthorne, and Wallington by a score of 57-0. All right, domination there. Coach Velarde, I think I said this last year, she came in kind of my second year as athletic director, and we kind of hit the ground running with the program. Continues to do a fabulous job with her staff. She texted me last night, emailed me last night about winter workouts already. All right, that's where she's at. But just awesome, back-to-back girls, Group 1 state champions. Madeline Carter. Brianna Clark. Gianna Kroll. Alyssa D'Angelo. Kayla DiMattia. There's a few of them in there. Juliana Russamano. Kate Slavakis. Lena Willis. Ava Brachenko. Nina Caputo. Ariana Leon. Kate Loftus. Caitlin O'Connor. Isabella Stoles. Marina Bryant. Danny D'Angelo. Gia Fernandez. Gabby Flores. Casey Kavakich. Ava Okel. Leah Weinstein. And our seniors, Adriana Caceres. Isabella Cutallo. And head coach Nikki Velarde. Yeah, push in a little bit.
Thank you guys for having us.
Congratulations.
Back-to-back Group 1 state champions.
It's a hard act to follow.
Good evening, everybody. Such a nice turnout here tonight. I want to say congratulations once again to all our sports teams. It's been a really fun spring season watching the girls, the boys, the track, everybody, and lacrosse. It's just been wonderful. So thank you for all the hard work and dedication to your athletics. We are going to give out our last couple of character awards for the night, and then I would like to also recognize two of our distinguished graduates this evening. So first, we're going to start with our last 3 Student of the Month recipients. As you all know, Student of the Month, they're chosen by teachers, and this is an award based on, character, and, it goes with our 7 mindsets. So the first theme was 100% accountable. We asked our teachers to identify students who were 100% accountable for their actions. They look to recognize students who focus on breaking down barriers, taking responsibility for their own actions, and being accountable all the time, allowing themselves to free their minds and focus their energy on working towards their goals for the future. I'd like to say congratulations to Eric Silverman. Please come on up. last theme was The Time Is Now, and it was such a great theme that we actually had 2 recipients of this award. We asked our staff to identify students who embraced every moment. We looked for students who seize opportunity every day and showcase happiness, fulfillment, and meaning by making each day purposeful by their actions. We are so excited to congratulate Alexandra Harnos, and John Luca Tarja, who could not be here with us tonight.
Here, I'll use mine.
So at this time, I would like to recognize the valedictorian and the salutatorian of the class of 2024. So first, with the second highest GPA in the class, this student has earned the respect of her peers as well as her teachers due to her perseverance and work ethic. She has developed both academically and personally into a mature individual. She is a renowned gymnast who competes in state, regional, and national competitions. She will be attending North Carolina State University as a Division I scholarship athlete. Congratulations to the 2024 salutatorian, Miss Ava Myers. And with the highest GPA in the class of 2024, this student is a true leader in our school. She is the captain of the girls cross country and lacrosse teams and the co-president of the all-school council, as well as a peer leader. In addition to her outstanding academic and extracurricular performance, she is a committed volunteer in our community. She will be attending the University of Notre Dame in the fall. Congratulations to the 2024 valedictorian, Ava Jablonski.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, first before we dismiss the students, I just want to congratulate everybody who is here tonight for all the academic accolades, our athletic accolades, and I want to thank the parents who took time today to come, all your support that you continue to provide to your children and to your children's friends and the community is really, it's really appreciated, and it's really is what we're all here for. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Congratulations. Summer's almost here, so hang in there a couple more days. So feel free to stay if you'd like. If not, you are more than happy to go at this point. We will not be offended. Thank you. Do you have a report? Like, you can go right now if you'd like before you go. It's your call. You want to go? Don't worry about it. I don't want to tell you, if you want to, you absolutely can.
See that? You got it going.
I know, everybody's listening to us. It's okay. At home. At home.
Take care, Jay.
Senior Sunset is when?
Congratulations, Dave.
Oh, okay. Well, then, well, you'll be barbecuing.
Congratulations.
We'll see you on the field
Thank
Thursday,
you,
right?
honey. She's so cute. Yeah, my goodness. nice to see we still have some students here.
Curious.
I know, the trip, and then
you
we'll,
should let them go
and then you
first.
guys will be free to go. All right, so I know we have a couple more presentations, so we'll move right into our trip presentation. I think the first one is football. Thank you.
Yeah.
We need to, yeah, me too. Dim the light.
Good evening. I'm going to be pretty quick. I want to just run through this real quick. We are proposing that our football team travels down to Egg Harbor, Atlantic City, New Jersey for the West Jersey Football Conference Association Battle at the Beach, which will be our Week 0 game this upcoming fall. Just a little bit about the game. The past 4 or 5 years, I've tried to, book our opening game as some sort of a showcase game, not only for the program, but the players. 2021, we traveled to Florida to play a game. 2022, we played in this event. Last year, we played in the Super Football Conference showcase. And then this year, we got invited back to the Battle of the Beach down south. I think it's a great opportunity to showcase not only our program, but the players. They get to play against great competition in a pretty cool atmosphere. Couple reasons why we're looking to stay overnight. 2021, we went down there and played a 1 p.m. game. It was about a 2-hour, 15-minute, 2-hour-and-a-half drive. It was tough to dictate when we should leave, when we should arrive. This year, we're scheduled to play August 30th, which is Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. So it would be a tough trek to kind of go 5 a.m. and get there and play a game, safety-wise too. We are asking to go 2 nights, to not make it just a business trip, just to go down there and really play a football game. We want to make it, more of like a college trip. Go Wednesday. We're planning a Wednesday night Ocean City Boardwalk type of team bonding night. And then Thursday night, we have a kickoff dinner with the players' parents scheduled for Carmine's to kind of make it a little kickoff to our season night there. Like I said, the West Jersey Football Conference Coaches Association Battle at the Beach event is held in Ocean City and Egg Harbor Township. There's 14 games on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that week with top football programs in our state, in the country. Thursday night, Bergen Catholic is playing IMG Academy from Florida. It's televised on ESPN. So those are the type of games going on at that event. A little bit about our game. It's August 30th, Friday, 9:30 a.m. We're going to be playing Arthur P. Shalleck High School. It's a Group 1 school down south. They were 11-1 last year, returning a very solid team. Again, the game is going to be played at Egg Harbor Township High School. We would like a 2-night accommodation stay at Resorts Hotel in Atlantic City. It's Labor Day weekend, so staying in Ocean City, very tough there. Atlantic City gives us a better choice, with it still being 15 minutes from the field. Other costs, which I'll go through, will include transportation, meals for the 2 days, for the 3 days, and then some extras. Just a quick itinerary. Wednesday, we would depart after practice around noon, check in. Like I said, Wednesday night, we have some team bonding stuff planned for the Ocean City Boardwalk and dinner. Thursday, we'll have a breakfast. We're actually going to practice down at Egg Harbor Township, 10 a.m. For 2 hours, we'll do our walkthrough. Lunch, we'll hold some team meetings. And then, like I said, that Thursday night, we have a team, parent, player kickoff dinner planned down there. Early night on Thursday, because we're going to be up at around 5:30, 6 a.m. trying to prepare and get ready for the game. We'll depart Resorts Hotel and head to Egg Harbor probably around 7:30 a.m. with kickoff scheduled for 9:30. Right after the game, we will travel back from Egg Harbor High School back to Cedar Grove. A little bit about the cost. It's a 2-night stay, Resorts Hotel. It's costing about $135 per person for the 2 nights. We are scheduling Academy coach bus for the entire trip, so it'll be with us, from the time we leave Cedar Grove High School to the time we get back, also around about $125 per person. We have 2 team breakfast buffets planned at Resorts, 2 player dinners already planned, and then 1 lunch and a snack kind of planned with pizza after the game on Friday before we head back. And then just some miscellaneous costs, staff, some team gear and things like that we always do throughout the year. We have began our fundraising through our Cedar Grove Touchdown Club, between the calendar sponsors, Snap Raise. We're running a 7-on-7 tournament with the help of Cedar Grove Recreation on July 10th. We have about 14 to 16 teams in that, so we're using that as a fundraiser for the trip as well. Estimated players are about 50. The chaperones would be our 7 board-approved coaches. Our trainer was invited. She's going to stick back. We do have some scrimmages. She's going to come down the morning of the game rather to do that. And then I think that's really it. Any questions? Thank you. I appreciate your time. Yeah. Oh, I don't.
Hi, everyone. Tonight we're looking to approve yet again our trip to Sleepaway Camp in Pennsylvania. Last year we went as a team and we found it to be quite a success for our program, in terms of sideline. We brought home a lot of components that went into our sideline routine, things we got to showcase to the fans at the football games, and for the competition aspect, we learned a lot of new skills, which I find to be really essential in being successful throughout that season as well. But rather than me talking, I'm going to hand it over to my 4 seniors, and they're going to go over the logistics of our camp.
So here's an overview for our team. Our goal for going to UCA Sleepaway Camp is seeking approval from you guys so we can attend UCA Pine Forest Cheer Camp at Trails End in Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. This is going to be our 2nd year going. We went last year as a team. The dates are Thursday, August 15th through Sunday, August 18th. We're leaving Thursday morning, coming home Sunday afternoon. There's a total of 23 of us, and we have 2 Board of Ed approved coaches, Nicolette McCarthy and Julia Jacoby. So what is UCA Cheer Camp? Cheer Camp provides the high school teams like us the opportunity to learn new cheerleading techniques and curriculum that can be incorporated into both our sideline routines and our competition routines. Last year we took a lot home from that, and we learned things such as cheerleading safety, new stunts, game day skills, new pyramids, sideline dances, and sideline cheers.
So here are some images from when we attended camp from last year. So in the top left corner, that's the opening that the UCA staff do. So every single team that attends the camp gathers around, and it's like a fun way to kick off camp for what's to come. So if you look in the middle, on the picture in the middle to the right, that's us learning new stunts that we ended up taking home and using in our routine. So it was really beneficial to learn from very qualified staff members at UCA camp for new stunts that we could take home. And overall, you can see in the bottom right corner, that's us on Magic Night, which was a fun talent show that we plan to do this year with new themes happening every year. So it's a fun experience and team bonding moment for everyone.
So this is the camp itinerary for camp, and we leave Cedar Grove High School and go to Trails End, and we drop off our luggage with some staffers, and then we head to our cabins. So we immediately go to this really big area, kind of that has like a mat laid out, and the UCA staff show us their skills and their routines that they created. And it's just a fun way. There's music, and all the teams gather around the mat together to really kick off camp. Then we go to our afternoon classes, which can differ depending on what your schedules are. Then we have a dinner, and then we go back and learn some new things in the night classes. So the next day, we basically do the same thing. We get breakfast, we go to morning classes, lunch, afternoon classes, dinner, and then night classes. Now, our third day is basically the same, but a little twist. There are the All-American team tryouts, which is basically anyone from any of the teams learns the dance, cheer, and showcases a jump, and they try out to become an All-American cheerleader. Then on the fourth and final day, we have breakfast, and then we get a chance to show off the routines that we learned at camp, and we also get to show the game day routines. Then there's the squad credentialing presentation, which is you get awarded certain awards for the different squads. And then the senior recognition ceremony, and then finally they announce who had made it into the All-American team. And then we head back to Cedar Grove.
So the cost and fundraising that we've done so far, the cost of the trip is $335 for us to go. And fundraising efforts we've done, we just had a popcorn sale which raised almost $4,000, which is great. And we have future fundraising coming up throughout the summer. Okay, so for the summary of the trip, the dates are going to be Thursday, August 15th, and then coming home on Sunday, 15th to Sunday, August 18th, in Trails End Campground in Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. The total number of people going is 23 cheerleaders, along with 2 Board of Ed approved coaches, and the cost is $335 per athlete. That was before the popcorn sale that we had with the fundraising.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Again, I just want to take a few minutes because Cedar Grove High School was the recipient of a few donations this spring, and I want to recognize the families and the community members who donated such amazing pieces to our school. You know, a few months ago, CGHS was given, received an email from the Arcadapane family, and Mr. Arcadapane works for New York Life, and he made a very generous donation, which his company matched. He did send me an email, and he asked if we can allot the funds towards the STEM labs or the curriculum. Well, that's not hard to do. Mr. Koster and Mr. Tedesco were all over that. They were like, ooh, they have so many great ideas. So we met as a team, and the STEM department decided to purchase what is the Creality CR Scan Ferret Pro. Okay, I got that right. It's a little tricky. This equipment allows our students to 3D print with much more detail and record time. If you can see, the first picture is it scans, so it does full body scans of people or heads. The first body scan is what it projects to the screen. That's the resin printer, and then on the right is actually the detailed model that was printed in record time. And if you see the model in person, Massimo was our model, Alcapane, and you can see his hair, his shirt. It's really, really impressive. And I'm so excited that our students can benefit from this donation, which allowed us to purchase this outstanding equipment. If you look here, again, the scan on the left and the picture on the right, Mr. Koster welcomes everybody to the lab to come see this new technology that we now have at Cedar Grove High School. Okay. So I work very closely with the APT, and I'm really grateful to the APT. I've had, you know, Mrs. Cadillo, Mrs. Laforgia, Mrs. Willis, and Mrs. O'Connor as the APT counselor or, you know, president and board this year. And I have asked them for a lot of things. I went in and I said, I really want to do something to the front of the school, and they said, tell us what you want to do. So we discussed wrapping and banners put up from the school. Now, this wrapping was put up about 2 weeks ago. I'm so excited because it serves two purposes. First, it brands our school and it's very welcoming, but more importantly, it's actually a safety feature. So when you're in the vestibule behind there, you can see out, but people cannot see in. And it's very impressive technology. We also, let me just show you. So this is what it looks like up close. If you drive in front of the high school, you can see it from right in the parking lot. It's our first step to beautifying and updating the front of the building. We really want to work on this. And I'm so excited for the APT, and they said, go, we support you, we will help you. And I'm very thankful for that generous donation. We also did the front doors, again, so the main entrance as you walk in, we can see you coming up, but you can't see in. So if we have students in the vestibule waiting to go home, if they're sick, if parents are in there, there's a meeting that they're coming to or from, we can really monitor what our outside visitors say. So very exciting with that. In addition to the wrapping, they also helped purchase our banners. Unfortunately, the banners were delayed in production. They just arrived on campus about 3 days ago, so we won't have them up in time for graduation. But I do want to acknowledge the Caputo Brothers Tree Service. So sometimes I get an idea and I don't think things through. I didn't know we didn't have a bucket truck. So I just assumed everybody has a bucket truck. I don't know why, but I reached out to Caputo Brothers and they graciously volunteered to hang the banners for us this summer. So they are in the building and hopefully they will be up in the next couple of weeks, and we are so excited for them. And then last but not least, I was in work the other day and the doorbell rang and it was Ms. Patel, and she came, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I said to my secretary, I said, our POW flag is ripping, we need to order a new one. And it was like Ms. Patel's ears were ringing because she showed up within about 12 hours of making that statement with 2 brand new flags for the school, a U.S. flag and a POW flag. And we are so excited to put them up, and tonight we're just accepting the donation of those flags, and we thank her for that very generous donation to Cedar Grove High School. So again, we just want to thank all our community members, all the people who contributed to these wonderful events. Every donation goes towards our students, and we're just so thankful for the partnership we have with the parents and the community. So thank you.
Ladies, feel free. You do not have to stay.
Yes,
Here's your exit.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. All these people here tonight. All right. Who wants to do work after that? Right? They do that all night long.
We can make quick work of this.
What's that, Mr. Bell?
We can make quick work of it.
Yes, we can. Okay. So we're going to move right into committee reports. So we're going to go right down the line. Mrs. Keegan, you are up.
Okay. So we didn't have a lot of committee meetings, but I recently attended the Rec Advisory Board meeting and heard that the Memorial Day ceremony at Community Park went very well. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. But the summer will be busy with fireworks scheduled for Monday, July 1st at Panther Park. There's movie nights throughout July, the 11th and 18th at Morgan's Farm, and July 25th at the community pool, which will also coincide with the Residence Day. Info can be found on that on the rec socials and website. Yesterday, Ms. Dora and I attended the Pride Flag raising ceremony at Panther Park. During the ceremony, Mr. Reggie Bledsoe, who's part of the Essex County Executive Office and the Essex County chapter of the NJSBA, shared a very positive message of support for the community of Cedar Grove. In his brief speech, he highlighted the symbolic significance of raising the Pride Flag, some of the colors and their meanings of things like life, healing, and harmony, and the moment seemed to resonate through the people in attendance. Ms. Dora and I also attended a facilities meeting last week and want to share some important upgrades coming along for the district.
This is exciting.
Voice over IP equipment will be installed in 5 buildings. The clocks are going to be upgraded at all 4 schools. The intercom and paging system will be upgraded at the middle school. Specific dates for the above are still being determined, but definitely over the summer. And these upgrades are all going to enhance communications and security for the district. Over July and early August, you're going to see paving projects at the high school, North End, and South End. South End is also going to see the basketball court resurfaced and new basketball hoops installed. The high school gym is being repainted, the floors are being redone in the gym. The back entrance is also getting a facelift. We saw all the great upgrades on the front of the school. And North End gym floor is also going to be redone. North End and South End are going to be seeing the last of some office and storage room floors needing some repairs addressed, and this was part of a long-term plan, so it's really coming to the end in their final phase. ESSER funds are what are being used for the above projects. The ROD grant project for the HVAC and electrical upgrades at North End and South End was revised in scope to be consolidated to one summer instead of 2. Hopefully the bids are going to come in much lower on that to help save on cost. And that's looking to be, we're hoping to get that done next summer. So a lot of good stuff.
Yes, lots of good things. Thank you. Mr. Marzullo, do you have anything
I
tonight?
do not have anything to report tonight.
Mr. Palick?
Yes, very briefly, the Curriculum Instruction Committee has not met as a result of some of the issues in communication and so forth as we move forward. We're waiting Dr. Termanian to move forward with a couple of our projects. Secondly, personnel is going to be moved on the agenda. Again, most of the personnel adjustments were made prior to the May 15th deadline, and therefore we're done at our May meeting and April meeting. And I will say that I attended the FSA meeting at North End. I've been with them for 2.5 years now, and an outstanding group that has great representation, also does its meeting through Zoom. So not only do we get the 15 or 20 that attend, there's another 20 or so that Zoom. And so the information is very clean, it's very transparent, and I often get many questions from them, which is, I think, a very good thing in understanding what is happening in the district. And finally, Ms. Dora and I, we scheduled a meeting for our new superintendent, Dr. Termanian, to meet all of the FSA officers. And that was part of our transition plan, which occurred last week. And it was good timing because it included the outgoing officers as well as the incoming officers. So he's able to reach out to more parents and speak to them about some of his goals and ideas and thoughts as he's going to move forward in the next year. And with the help of the parents, and I thank them immensely for what they do and the work that they do in moving our individual buildings and helping our students with the things that are needed in those buildings. But I'm sure as we move forward through July and August, we're going to find that there are going to be a great deal more in the arena of curriculum as we start to move forward.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. Mr. Grandi, do you have
I don't have
anything?
anything new to add. Most of it was, from a finance committee perspective, was duplicative with the facility.
Okay, great, thanks. And I just want to piggyback on what Mr. Palick said about the meeting that occurred with Dr. Termanian and the FSA. Yes, that was part of our leadership transition plan, and then the next step would be to incorporate opportunities for the community. Dr. Termanian will be joining us officially on July 2nd. So I look forward to that, and we will try to be as diligent as we can to get that notification, that communication out to the families, because I think it's important that the community, takes advantage of that. I know it's summer and it's challenging, but we'll try to accommodate as many as we can and offer some different avenues for the community to have an opportunity to meet with him. I thought the FSA meeting was fantastic. It was really well attended, and lots of positive feedback, so I am looking forward to the next stages. So, all right, so that kind of ties up our committee reports. We're going to move right on. Mr. DeVita, do you have anything to add as under superintendent or anything for
Nope.
tonight?
No.
Okay, just check, wanted to just check that before we moved on. All right, so we're going to move right into our, moving some resolutions here. On page 5, so everybody's with me here. Under the business administrator's report, I would like a motion for G1 through G25. I am administratively removing, under G7, the IMAC Insurance Agency, which is included in the list of contract approvals. So it's G1 through G25, administratively removing IMAC Agency under G7. It's about halfway down. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Grandi.
Yes.
Mr. Marzullo.
Yes.
Mr. Pollak.
Yes.
Mrs. Keegan.
Yes.
Mrs. Dora.
Yes. All right. Moving on to page 21. If you're with me here. Under superintendent's report, can I have a motion for H1 and H2?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Grandi.
Yes.
Mr. Marzullo.
Yes.
Mr. Pollak.
Yes.
Mrs. Keegan.
Yes.
Mrs. Dora.
Yes. Under human resources, I1, can I have a motion for I1 to I10 and the addition of addendums A1 and A2, please?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. I do want to take a moment under addendum A2, and I want to, tonight we are accepting the resignation of Mr. DeVita, our business administrator and board secretary, and that will be effective August 16th. Mr. DeVita, I just want to take an opportunity to tell you how much we appreciate all your hard work and what you have given to this district, and specifically over the last couple of months. It's been challenging, and the board as a whole really do appreciate your commitment and your dedication to the district. You will be missed. We wish you the best of luck. I'm sure we'll see you around. But we do wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors, and thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, can I have a motion? Did I do that already?
Did that already?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Grandi.
Yes.
Mr. Marzullo.
Yes.
Mr. Pollak.
Yes.
Mrs. Keegan.
Yes.
Mrs. Dora.
Yes. All right. And now we're moving to page 28. Can I have a motion under curriculum and instruction, J1?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Grandi.
Yes.
Mr. Marzullo.
Yes.
Mr. Pollak.
Yes.
Mrs. Keegan.
Yes.
Mrs. Dora.
Yes. Under special services, can I have a motion for K1 to K3?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Grandi.
Yes.
Mr. Marzullo.
Yes.
Mr. Pollak.
Yes.
Mrs. Keegan.
Yes.
Mrs. Dora.
Yes. All right, at this time, I will open this portion of the meeting to public comment on any school-related items. The Board of Education recognizes the value of the public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. Public participation shall be governed by the following rules. Please preface your comments by stating your name, address, municipality of residence, and group affiliation. Please be mindful of your statement length and keep each statement to a 3-minute limit. Participants may not speak more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on the topic have been heard. Please direct all your statements, questions, or inquiries to the presiding officer. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, or terminate a participant's statement, question, or inquiry if it is too lengthy, abusive, obscene, or may be defamatory. These rules may be waived if necessary to protect privacy or to maintain an orderly operation of the board meeting. All right. On that note, we do have some of our community members who have signed up today. Mr. Martinelli. Please don't be sorry. Thank you. Julia Shametto. I apologize if I did not. Oh.
No.
No, we're not gonna make you stand behind us.
I just wanted to speak about some of the rumors about
Excuse me, just state your name
Oh.
and your
Julia,
address.
Tenrose Terrace, Cedar Grove.
You got it.
Got it, okay. I just wanted to speak about some of the rumors about flags being taken down at the schools. I have a little speech. I went to school here in Cedar Grove, K through 12, and I know nothing I say will change any opinions, but I just wanted to, I just hope that what I say will make you think about some things. I just want to say that Pride is a celebration of how far we have come. Pride is also a reminder of the blood that has been spilled to get here, and there has been a lot of bloodshed. Pride is a reminder that the reason LGBTQ plus folks are allowed to exist in public, wear what they want, and attend legal establishment is because of the life that has been lost to pave the way. You're on this board to ensure that the students of this town have access to the best education and have a safe and enriching environment to learn. This responsibility you have taken on is for all of the students, not just the straight ones, not just the cisgender ones, not just the white ones, not just the Christian ones, all students. Your job as an educator, board member, and parent is about doing what is best for all of the kids in this town, and some of them are gay. And trust me, none of the kids in this town want to be gay in this town. The only reason I'm up here is because I know from experience how terrifying it is to be gay in this town. If you do not, at the bare minimum, support and care about every one of these kids you have signed up to take responsibility for, they will end up dead. The fact of the matter is that a lot of gay kids still think they are better off dead. They think that ending their own lives is a better choice than growing up in small towns just like this one with homophobic and transphobic jerks who make them feel worthless. I know that sounds dramatic, but LGBTQ plus young folks are more than 4 times as likely to attempt suicide than their peers. The Trevor Project, which is an organization, estimates that more than 1.8 million LGBTQ plus young people seriously consider suicide each year in the US, with at least one attempt every 45 seconds. I timed this speech while I was writing it. This paragraph marks 3 kids attempting suicide since I have started talking. So flying the pride flag for a mere 4 weeks out of the year saves a life, or even just makes a queer kid feel a little more at home in their own town. Isn't it worth it? Nobody is forcing gayness down anyone's throats. We just exist, that's all. And I know this hurts the little cookie cutter idea of life, but grow up. Life is complicated, the world is complicated, but safe and enriching educational environments should not be. These kids have and will continue to face so much stuff in life. Do not be another bump in the road for them. Do not be the reason they become a statistic.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the courage and to get up and stand. I have several people that are going to speak on this subject matter. So I'm going to defer any type of response until everybody, has an opportunity to speak tonight. Okay. Jessica Horton. Please state your name and address. Please.
Hi, I'm Jessica Horton, 91 Winding Way. So I know it's a little bit late, but I have a question regarding the budget. So in April's meeting, the board said they're eliminating the position of Director of School Counseling, but they would not be eliminating any programs and services. I wanted to ask about the status of the SEEDS program because my daughter's been on a wait list since January, and I was told that next year the program was either going to be drastically cut or going away. So after saying that mental health was not going to be reduced in the school, it seems like it might be, and I know that there's a rising need in mental health services in the schools after the pandemic. So I just wanted to ask about that. Do you know if the SEEDS program is still going on?
Yes, the SEEDS program is not being cut.
Okay.
It is going on. There is a redistribution of house services. I don't have the specifics because I'm not in the buildings.
Okay.
But the conversation is about redistributing how we deliver services. So for example, and I've had this conversation with several of the members here in the community tonight, Last year, we hired an additional staff member for the child study team to alleviate some of the caseload for the mental health staff of the child study team, so they would be picking up some of the mental health services. So we're not cutting services.
Okay.
I am not, and this board is not aware of cutting any services to students. We are looking at being more fiscally responsible in how we deliver services.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure
And
that.
with the new transition of leadership with Mr. Termanian, Dr. Termanian, when he comes in, it is one of the topics on our conversations.
Okay.
And so I encourage you, if you have any further conversations, after July 2nd, please bring them forward.
Okay. And then the second thing, I also wanted to address the flag because I had heard the pride flag might not be flown next year. I know my daughter is very young, but she's so excited to see it every year since coming to the school, and I love seeing it every year. Right now we're seeing a lot of backlash against the rights of LGBTQ plus community. Everything was so hard fought for, to be able to exist in public, to be able to marry who you want, and I see a lot of that being talked about taken away in other areas, and I really want students at Cedar Grove to be able to look and see that pride flag and feel safe in this town and feel that pride and that safety. So if society's practice of tolerance is inclusive of the intolerant, intolerance will ultimately dominate, eliminating the tolerant and the practice of tolerance with them. So I'm here to say I don't want to tolerate intolerance, and I think that flag needs to continue flying every June. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have Nathan Chickering.
First of all, I want to thank all the
I hate to
members of the
interrupt.
board.
If you could just state your
Oh,
name for
sorry.
I
Nathan
know.
Chickering, 37 Franklin Street.
You got
Cedar
it.
Grove.
Thank you.
I want to thank all the board members for your contributions towards the quality of the education in the town.
Thank you.
I personally have a pride flag hanging in my front window, which is easily seen from the street. It's been there at least a year. I hung it not because I identify with any of those groups. I hung it to demonstrate that I am an ally. I'm not welcoming these groups to our community because they are already part of the community. There are people who identify as gay, lesbian, transgender, or other non-cis or hetero within every community. I want anyone who identifies with any of the populations represented by the flag to feel that it's safe to express who they are in this community. I support the hanging of the pride flag anywhere in the district. I hope the Board of Ed can join me in showing your support to those members of the Cedar Grove community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chickering. Okay, so I just have a few comments that I want to share with the community. We have received multiple emails over the last couple of days. Some supporting, some not supporting, as I'm sure nobody is surprised about that. But I do want to clarify some misinformation that is circulating among the community. And I know that's misinformation because the emails that we've received as a board are indicating, and they're all saying the same message. And we're receiving them from people who are in support. And the message is being delivered that the board was passing a resolution tonight to take the flags down. And I encouraged several of my responses to community members was to read the agenda, open it up. There's no resolution. We have had no discussion tonight about taking down a flag. So it frustrates me personally for lots of reasons. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a firm supporter of the LGBTQ community. It frustrates us as a board because there is a narrative being shared that we are doing an undoing, I think is better. Things that have practices and traditions and resolutions that have already been passed. I want to make it very clear to the community and to especially the people sitting here today, because it was important enough for you to be here. And I want to say to Julia, I'm sorry, I took a note on this. What you say does have an impact, right? You said in your tonight that what you say might not impact. What you say does have an impact. Everybody has an opportunity to have an impact. So I encourage you to keep speaking out for what you believe in, okay? I wanted to make sure that I said that. But I want to clarify that there is no resolution to take down the pride flag. And the narrative, and I'm asking whoever is sharing that narrative to please stop, because it is adding to divisiveness in our community. And we're working really hard to try to draw the community back together. And it's going to take time and it's going to take effort. But information is critical. If you have a question, just ask. Don't assume. We received several emails. They're identical emails with just different names accusing us in accusatory fashion and flyers about hate. Hate with pride flag on the same flyer is upsetting. And then further, that it has board members' names on that. All right, that's impactful to our community and our children. And that's what this is all about. We sit up here for our children, all children. So I just ask that we please, if we want to share information, but let's share accurate information. And together as a community, we will go through whatever hurdles lie ahead of us. We will do it together. Some will be upset, some will be happy. There's times that I'm upset. There's times that we don't agree. But that's what makes Cedar Grove what it is. Okay, so I want to clarify that there is no resolution to take down the pride flag. And we attended the ceremony, and it was wonderful to see the community members there. So that's my, if anybody wants to add anything to that, I just felt it was important to clarify the truth. Thank you.
And you did a great job doing it.
Thank you. All right, at this point, I close that portion of the public meeting. Oh, you have to come up, please.
John Martinelli, 30 Hillside Avenue. I just want to reiterate what Dawn said, and I don't like the fact, personally, there's a lot of people that are in my shoes that it doesn't matter what sexual preference you desire. Cedar Grove is really starting to get a bad name, and we're getting tired of it, of us being called jerks, stuff like that. I happen to be a straight man, okay? Never argued about gay rights or anything like that. Everybody's on the same page. But there's some individuals that had to go take a step and get the news network to come down here by saying everybody here, is homophobic, stuff like that. We're getting tired of it. We're tired of being targeted, okay? I teach my kids are biracial. I teach my kids to be good and treat everybody with respect. And not only gay people are the ones sometimes being harassed at school, okay? My son was biracial, and he was harassed, and guess what? The quote-unquote that you always use, it's not always a white person. The kid that was bullying him was actually a minority, okay? My son settled it, and now they're friends. So I just I want people to realize it happens to everybody. Anybody could be a victim. It just doesn't have to always be that quote-unquote straight white male or straight white woman, because I'm tired that narrative that we constantly hear. Tired of it. And we're always being demonized at every turn. Everybody wants to get along. I just wanted to bring that out for myself. I apologize, but
I wanted to ask, do you have a question?
yeah. Me personally, that flag stands for everybody. Doesn't matter what denomination, what culture. We all came here together, and we should all get along. My uncle died on Normandy, fighting for this country. Those are the real heroes. Remember that. We're all part of that flag. Some individuals or some people may not think that, but guess what? You are, and you are welcomed. We need to take a step back, like Dawn said, and the rest of this board. We need to get along. And what's happening here, which I notice, it's only one or two individuals, not going to mention names, but stirring the pot and making everybody divided. Nobody's condoning or nobody's like putting other people. We just want to live in peace in this town, and we all want to get along, and I'm sure the board could attest to this. All right? So what I'm trying to say is let's just all get along, and the people that are stirring the pot, we all know who it is.
Mr. Martinelli, let's please keep it positive.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
do want to keep it positive.
Yes.
That's the flag for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. And let's just put it on record and clarify, because somebody in the community is saying that you're not allowed to talk unless you sign up. So clearly that's not accurate either.
Hi, my name is Eric Brown, 16 Catherine Court. Mr. Martinelli, I had a conversation with you on Facebook where you were expressing how you do not want the flag to fly.
Okay, so, look, gentlemen, please.
So, I'm not trying to start a fight.
No. That's not what I was going to say.
But I want to
I'm
say,
just-
but I
Can
want to
just-
say,
I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an opportunity.
oh, no,
Excuse me.
but I do want to say that the
Excuse me.
notion,
Wait.
Ma'am?
I promise you I'm going to give you a
Okay,
chance.
thank you.
I promise you.
Thank
I'm
you.
not shutting you down.
I appreciate that.
But the two of you, this is not the place for that.
No
please.
fight. No
So
fight.
just please
No fight.
direct your
Yeah.
comments this way.
But
That's all I'm saying.
but I do want to correct the record that the notion that there aren't people in this town that would prefer that flags not fly, they exist and they're expressing themselves freely. So the people that are concerned with reason. And they're concerned with reason because there are children that suffer every day, and they suffer more. They are more likely to attempt suicide. They are more likely to be bullied. Did you understand what I just said? They are more likely to attempt suicide.
Listen, I'm
No, I will
you're
say.
forcing me to have to shut this down, and I don't.
Yeah.
Do I just shut
Yeah,
this
and
down?
none of them should be, right?
I have to adjourn the meeting.
None of them
I'm
should
sorry.
be, right? But by lifting up our weakest, we lift up everyone. We lift up everyone.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm just talking to everybody here.
Excuse me.
This is not the appropriate forum
At this
for that.
point
You
in
can
time-
address your comment and questions to the board directly.
Yeah. Just putting it out there.
Ashley, you have to.
Just putting it out there.
You have to interject.
Okay, we're gonna have to end your public.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right.
Let's adjourn. Yeah,
Yes.
let's go.
All right.
Shut it down.
One more speaker. Let's make sure you get what you got.
Can we have the attention back up here, please? Mr. Brown, you're interrupting. We have not closed the meeting. You just you were the last one to speak up here. She did not speak up here. You did. Excuse me, we're going to close the meeting. You're going to give us your time and attention so we can end this.
Thank you. My name is Jackie Leibowitz, 35 Lopez Road. I'm also over hire in the school. I am the director of the fall play and assistant director on the musical. So I am heavily involved in this community, as well as having been an alum of this school and a big part of this town. All of this, I think a lot of it is because we have just gone through so much in the last few years. There has been a lot with our musical having issues, having to go forward and coming back, with books in our library. A lot of us feel very tired having to go through this over and over to get the things that we have already fought for. Having the pride flag flying in this town is a symbol of hope for a lot of people. It's a symbol of joy. Getting to watch 25,000 people show up at Montclair Pride right next door meant so much. And then to come back and still have these fights going in town was very hard. Having the pride flag flying is a good thing for this town because it doesn't have to symbolize everyone, but for the people that do need it, it's their symbol that shows that they are welcome here, and it's a symbol of grace. I will quote one of my favorite authors, Abby Jimenez, who said, "Grace costs you nothing." And that's all we're asking for is a little grace. Letting some people celebrate. No one is asking for it to mean anything derogatory for anyone else, just to celebrate everyone and be inclusive. That's all everyone wants. Grace costs you nothing. It's all I want to make sure that people understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to end on that note. I'm going to close public portion. Announcement of future meetings. Our next meeting is July 30th. It will be held at the high school auditorium and then followed by August 27th at North End Media Center. Yes, I know, but I've closed public portion. All right, so I'm sorry, I apologize, but we're moving on at this point. So, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.